the Phillies baseball tonight. Game 2 of the series. The Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. In for the Phillies tonight, Danny Jackson and Pete Smith for Atlanta. Harry Callis with Rich Ashburn and Chris Wheeler. Pleasant night for baseball. We should have a good crowd again tonight, and there has to be one young man in the dugout, Wheels, who is really excited, probably a little bit nervous. Local product Jeff Manto is in the starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, he's all of that, Harry. In fact, you know, last night there was a sign in the stands for Jeff Manto, and he said to me in the dugout a little while ago, he says, boy, I better get out of here after batting practice and get that sign back up again. So he has a sense of humor about it. He is really excited about getting a chance to play, obviously, in his home ballpark, growing up in Bristol. He's going to play third base tonight. He played a little bit of third base up at Scranton Wilkes-Barre, and the Phillies have a lot of problems right now with injuries. Mariano Duncan's not able to play, so Jim Fergosi's going to give him a go. And Fergosi is a guy who played in that kind of a situation as a hometown guy going back to San Francisco and Oakland, and he says he knows what the kid's feeling right now. It should be a lot of fun for him.
Should be fun to watch him. The Atlanta Braves, their pitching has been as advertised, very, very good. Offensively, they haven't scored many runs this year in the early going. A lot of key players struggling. But one guy who is not is shortstop Jeff Blauser.
He started hitting right from the get-go. You know, he was a guy a few years ago that they weren't that high on. But even when they weren't that high on
him, he always hit the Phillies very well. He's had some of his best games against the Phillies, and in particular, he's hit Danny Jackson very well. What, 390, something like that? And he's a guy who's really coming into his own as a ball player. I think this is the best we've seen him. He might be the best in the league now.
His numbers certainly would indicate that. Probably deserves a start in the All-Star game. Going for the Phillies, Danny Jackson and Pete Smith for the Braves. Starting lineups for you after these messages. Phillies now take the field behind Danny Jackson. The Atlanta lineup for Bobby Cox tonight will have Otis Nixon in center field leading off. Jeff Blauser, shortstop, at second. Terry Pendleton, third baseman, hitting third. Ron Gant in left field bats fourth. Brian Hunter, the right fielder, hitting fifth. Francisco Cabrera at first base bats sixth. Damon Berryhill catching, hitting seventh. Mark Lemke, the second baseman, batting eighth. And batting ninth and pitching will be Pete Smith. They'll be facing Danny Jackson.
See his win and loss record, 6-3. ERA is up a little bit higher than it was before his last start. The Florida Marlins hit him around a little bit, but he's pitched very well for the most part. Danny Jackson, 31 years of age.
Defensively, Jeff Manto getting his first start for the Phils at third. Kim Baptiste at shortstop. Mickey Morandini at second. John Kruk at first. Aaron Dalton catching. In the outfield from left to right, Pete Incaviglia, Lenny Dykstra, and Jim Eisenreich. The umpires for tonight's game, Dana DeMuth calling the balls and strikes. Jeff Kellogg at first base. Paul Runge at second. And Charlie Relaford will umpire at third. Danny Jackson has won 6, lost 3. Good ERA of 3.35. And, of course, news on the baseball front. Al Harrison resigning today. It was announced by the New York Mets. And the Mets are
taking a lot of people down with them, aren't they?
They're looking for a baseball man and a businessman. They're going to separate the job. Harrison was doing both, in charge of baseball operations and business operations.
He was offered to stay as
the business executive, right? And the Mets have struggled, so I guess that happens in baseball. Al's a very fine man, really a nice man, and he will definitely land on his feet somewhere in some capacity, be it in baseball or not. He's a great guy.
Understand they're talking to our old friend Joe McIlvaine,
right,
who just resigned at San Diego.
Otis Nixon leads it off. He's hitting at .237. Jackson misses with a fastball. 1 ball to no strikes. Nixon batting a lot better right-handed than left. .321 right-handed, .206 left-handed. Fouls it straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. With the signing of Deion Sanders to the long-term contract, Nixon has kind of been the odd man out. He's with David Justice around and Ron Gant. Nixon has not had the playing time he'd like and really made it public that he wanted to be traded. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Margaret McKee, 93 years old today. Nice note from her kids and 111 grandchildren.
Wow.
I think that's right.
Sounds like a lot of them.
I have 6.
Also sounds like
I'm 105 behind her.
Sounds like a repeat announcement from Sunday.
Well, maybe we'll do it till we get it right. Huh?
2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. Steve Miller of Flowertown is 9 today, and birthday wishes to Jim Lombardo in Vineland, New Jersey. He fouls it back and out of play. Still a full count to Nixon.
And a happy 58th wedding anniversary to Ben and Jenny Finelli in Haddon Heights, New Jersey on this June 22nd.
Line drive right field. Eisenreich puts it away. Otis Nixon hit it hard, but caught by Eisenreich. 1 down. That'll bring on Jeff Blauser.
This guy ought to go to the All-Star game, I would think, with what he's done. He's
probably should start it.
Hitting .321.
Ozzie Smith not having a great year, having a good year, but not a great year. And Barry Larkin, who most consider the best shortstop in baseball, does not have the numbers really that Blauser has. Blauser hitting .321. 27 RBIs, 42 runs scored. 5th in the league in on-base percentage. Just missed a little bit wide, 1-1. Second anniversary wishes to George and Kathy Henmonth-old. Darren Hendricks, named after Phillies catcher Dutch.
And Alex Paletto, who is in Westchester, 7 years of age, recovering from 2 broken arms. He fell off his swing. Hang on to those ropes when you're swinging.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Pop foul, back and out of play.
So far, none of the right-hand batters, at least Nixon and Blauser, seem to be getting around on Jackson's pitches. They're fouling everything off to the right, not quite getting the barrel of the bat to the ball,
which is a good sign for the Phillies. He got through that one all right to deep center field. 1 hop and off the fence. Blauser will roll into second with a stand-up double.
That was Jackson's slider, and he got it right up and over the heart of the plate. That's the kind of a pitch you can get the barrel of the bat on. Here it is. This was right down the slot.
Wanted to get it in on him, but did not. So Blauser at second base with 1 out for Terry Pendleton. Pendleton hitting .256, really got off to a slow start, but he's been hot lately, an 11-game hitting streak. Hitting .444 in the last 11. He popped him up in the air to shallow center. Lenny Dykstra will take charge. Had a long run, but made the play for out number 2, and that will bring up Ron Gant. Allison Hutton of Westchester celebrated her 13th yesterday.
George and Marion Hill in Brookhaven, married 47 years today. And Keith Sadazan in York, PA, 80 today.
Here's Gant hitting at .276, 16 home runs, 46 RBIs, tied for 9th in the league in runs batted in. One more home run for him. He'll have as many as he had all of last year. In the dirt, a good block by Dalton. 1 ball and no strikes. Ted McFlynn, birthday today. Ted is 26.
And Valletta Heilman in Morrisville, New Jersey, 83.
Jeff Blauser at second base with 2 outs. On the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. They give Gant the middle. Baptiste really plays him way over in the hole at shortstop. He has, as you can see, quite a bit of room between Baptiste and the bag up the middle.
He really likes the ball on the inner half of the plate. He lifts that front leg and he times it right. He really gets the bat through the strike zone in a hurry.
A little bit wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Robert Hildebrand in Norristown is 85 today. And a couple of twins, Elizabeth Masaha and Cecilia Morgan in the great Northeast, 79.
Low with it, 3-1. Brian Hunter is due up next, and he has been struggling. First base is open, so Jackson does not want to give Gant a fat one here. Slider on the inside corner. That's where he wanted the slider to Blauser. He wanted it in like that. He can jam right-hand hitters with that pitch. He left the one to Blauser out over the plate, but this is a dandy.
Yeah, again, I think, thought it was inside. I don't think it was, but thought it might have even been a little high, I suppose.
Full count to Gant.
Whoa.
Just missed inside. It was close. Gant gets the walk.
Well, that was close. How do you take this pitch with a count of 3-2? Might have been an inch inside.
Here's Brian Hunter. He's hitting just 125. He's had only 40 at bats. Good slider, 1 strike to Hunter. Bob and Marge Shannon Sr., parents of good buddy Bobby Shannon, who's the captain of the Quaker City String Band. They're celebrating their 47th anniversary today. Good fastball. No balls and 2 strikes to Brian Hunter.
He swung at 2 bad pitches, a low one and a high one. And we noticed in last night's game, he's one of the hitters the Phillies got out last night. Hunter was 0 for 5. He was swinging at everything.
One hopper to Mickey Morandini. Morandini throws Hunter out. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 2 left after 1/2. Braves nothing. Phil's coming to bat. Off Mickey Morandini, second base, batting second. John Kruk, first base, hits third. Darren Dalton catching, batting fourth. Pete Incaviglia, left field, will hit fifth. Jim Eisenreich, right fielder, bats sixth. Kim Baptiste, the shortstop, hitting seventh. Jeff Mano at third base, bats eighth. And Danny Jackson pitching, hitting ninth. They are facing Pete Smith.
Smith is 2 wins, 6 losses, ERA of 4.23, as you see. He was a Phillies first-round draft choice back in June of '84. He's been around a while, but he's still only 27 years old. Probably pitched a little better than his record indicates. The Braves don't score that many runs for him.
Defensively behind him, Terry Pendleton at third, Jeff Blauser at short, Mark Lemke at second, Francisco Cabrera at first, Damon Berryhill catching. Ron Gant in left field, Otis Nixon in center, and Brian Hunter in right. Lenny Dykstra will lead it off. Pete Smith went to the Braves in December of '85, and what was a good trade for the Phils, it turned out. It was Pete Smith and Ozzie Virgil going over to Atlanta for Steve Bedrosian and Milt Thompson. Rock went on to win a Cy Young Award for the Phillies. And Rock is now in the Atlanta Braves dugout as a member of the Braves, and Milt Thompson is back with the Phils.
Today the players move around a lot.
And Ozzie Virgil was here for the Upper Deck Heroes baseball game. Looked good, did Ozzie. There's the Rock. Steve Bedrosian, Cy Young Award winner. Pitch looked a little bit high, but it was called a strike. 2-1 to Dykstra.
There you see what Lenny's been doing. He's 284. The highest he's been this season is 288.
3 balls and a strike.
Lenny had his scoring a run in his streak broken last night. He didn't score last night.
He had scored in 15 consecutive games. He's aboard with a walk. Lenny is third in the league in walks. That's 54 bases on balls for him. The Phillies team lead the league in walks, and it will bring up Mickey Morandini. Morandini hitting at .230. Looking down at Larry Bowa.
A nice note from Catherine and George Tucker in Ridley Park. Been married over 60 years. Watching our game tonight.
Lenny Dykstra has stolen 19 bases. He's been thrown out 4 times. Morandini dropping the bat as if to bunt. Taking the pitch. One ball and 1 strike. Pete Smith's 27 years old. He's from Burlington, Massachusetts. He was 7-4 at Richmond last year at 2.14 ERA. He came up to the Braves and went 7-0 in 12 games, 11 starts. 205 earned run mark with Atlanta. Lifetime, though, his record is not a winning one. He's 28-46 lifetime. Against the Phils, 3-5. Got the breaking ball over. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Braves play Morandini way around to the opposite field as we look at Bobby Cox, batting coach Deacon Jones.
Morandini can pull a ball too. If he gets the ball in the inner half of the plate, choked up on the bat, he can get the barrel around in a hurry. Better pitch him away.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a pitch, the high fastball. Mickey's been swinging at a lot, and of course the Braves have an advanced scout. They pass that on to their manager and coaches. There aren't many secrets anymore.
It's a full count.
Dykstra will be running. Now it's up to Morandini to get a strike and make sure he gets a strike, and then, try to hit it hard somewhere.
He missed the pitch, but Dykstra steals second base. Pitch was low. Morandini went after it. A stolen base for the dude, his 20th. One out. It'll bring up John Kruk.
Lenny had a great jump. He peeks at the batter, sees the swing and a miss. Morandini really went after a bad pitch, and it was way down, and an off-speed pitch. See, that's where the hitter really has to have discipline. So many hitters, when that runner's going, they just hack at it, no matter where it is. And Mickey knows he let the pitcher off the hook there.
Brings on John Kruk. Krukker's second in the league in hitting, batting at .364. Andres Galarraga leads the league in hitting, hitting .426. Kruk leads the league in on-base percentage. 1-0. Sixth in the league in slugging percentage. Leads the league in walks, and is third in the league in runs scored. He had a cut. He fouls it back. 1-1 strike. .355 lifetime hitter against Pete Smith, including a homer. Right back at Smith, and he has Dykstra hung up. Throws to Pendleton. Pendleton to Lemke. Kruk at first on a fielder's choice. Pete Smith executing that rundown play well, keeping Kruk at first base on the rundown.
Now Lenny messed up here. He just started and got caught. He's trying to stay in this rundown long enough to give Kruk a possible chance to get to second, but Kruk got to first and just stayed there. Kruk not running that well with his bad knee.
Brings on Darren Dalton. Dutch hitting at .261. 15 home runs. He's knocked in 57. Well hit. Watch this, baby. It is off the top of the fence. Kruk is going to have to be held at third base. Missed by inches of being a home run. Well, that's where Dykstra's getting caught off second cost the Phillies a run here in the first, temporarily anyhow.
Out over the plate, and did Dutch ever snap that one off? He hooked the ball a little bit and had that top spin on it. That's why it didn't go over the fence. It was a ball the way Ted Williams used to hit. A lot of top spin. Of course, the Braves threw the ball all over the place after it got to the infield, but Larry Bow, the third base coach, couldn't count on that.
Brings on Pete Incaviglia. Runners at second and third. Wild pitch. Here comes Kruk. He'll score, and the Phillies lead it 1-0. Dalton moves up to third.
Now there's a break. Pete Smith threw that slider way down low and outside, and Berryhill he got a little piece of it, kind of off his arm there, and Kruk got a good move off of third and no play at all.
Now the Phils take a 1-0 lead. A ball and no strikes to Incaviglia with Dalton at third base. Another pitch in the dirt. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. First wild pitch that Pete Smith has uncorked this year. He's been in the dirt with a few of his pitches here in the first inning. There's another one low. Incaviglia will probably have a green light if he sees something he likes.
He hasn't had anything close to swing at in the first 3 pitches. Leo Mazzone, the Braves pitching coach, he's a good one too. Ooh. He didn't evidently have a green light, Harry, because that was right through the middle.
3 balls and a strike to Incaviglia. He smokes the ball to right center, but Hunter makes the catch. Incaviglia really stung it, but caught by Brian Hunter to retire the side. Phillies score a run in the inning with 1 hit. No errors, 1 man left after 1-0 Phils.
My mama told me you better shop around, shop around. You better shop around. My mama told me you better shop around, shop around. You better shop around,
I always go to the shopping center 9 out of 10 people use. The genuine Belle of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Belle Atlantic Company.
The Phillies are making fireworks during the games, and we've got 2 spectacular fireworks shows after the San Diego games. Friday, July 2nd, when a doubleheader starts at 4:35, and Saturday, July 3rd at 7:05. Then all kids 14 and under get a free batting helmet when the series wraps up Sunday night, July 4th at 8:05. 2 fireworks spectaculars, 3 batting helmets, great baseball. Call 463-1000.
Recently, an object was sighted.
It was big. Bigger than big.
Huge, huge, large, astronomically big.
Big would be an understatement.
Very big. Huge.
Some guy. Big, huge.
When it arrives, you better not be alone. Bigfoot.
Pizza Hut.
From Pizza Hut. 2 square feet of pizza. 21 slices. Just $10.99 for up to 3 toppings. It's a legendary value. Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. The biggest pizza you can get delivered.
After 1 inning of play, it's the Phils 1 and the Braves 0. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow afternoon's game on Prism at 12:30 and Friday night's game with the Pirates right here on PHL 17 at 7:30. Francisco Cabrera will lead off. Etched his name in infamy with the game-winning base hit in the league championship series against Pittsburgh. 1 ball and no strikes to Cabrera. Ah! 1-1. Hits the ball to left center and deep. 1 hopping off the fence. Cabrera will get a double out of it. Second hit for the Braves. Both have been doubles. And it will bring up Damon Berryhill.
Another pitch that Jackson got up. Seems like every time the Phillies have made a bad pitch in this series, it's cost them, and it's usually cost them an extra base hit. Braves had 3 doubles in last night's game and a triple.
Berryhill, a switch hitter, hitting .368 right-handed, overall batting .265.
I think in the past he's hit a lot better left-handed than right-handed. They'd sit him against left-handers and go with Olsen.
Beats the ball foul, 1 strike. Snow's pitching for the Mets tonight, don't you? Anthony Young.
Going for the tie.
Nubbing ground ball. Jackson holds the runner and throws out Berryhill. Anthony Young has 22 consecutive losing decisions. The record is 23, held by that Cliff Curtis, the Boston Braves, back in 1910 and 1911. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. Here's Mark Lemke. He's hitting at .265.
He's hurt the Phillies.
High chopped his shortstop. Baptiste took a look, but threw to first. No point in the gamble with the pitcher due up next. So Baptiste making the right play. Cabrera moves up to third, and with 2 outs, it'll bring on Pete Smith. Let's pause for station identification on the Phil's television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Pete Smith has been hitting pretty well this year. A .250 hitter with a double and 4 runs batted in. Lifetime, he has not been nearly that effective. He's a .113 lifetime hitter. 1 strike to him. Ball on the strike to Pete Smith. Chops the ball softly to third. Mano gets his first play and makes it. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Phil's lead 1-0. Game against the Braves. The Phillies go on a road trip back here against the West Coast clubs on Friday, July 2nd. Doubleheader at 4:35. Big fireworks after the game. With San Diego, Padres also in on Saturday the 3rd at 7:35. Fireworks after that game. And the 4th of July batting helmets for all youngsters. 8:05 start time. That's a night game, don't forget. Sunday, July 4th. Then the Dodgers move in on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the 5th, 6th, and 7th. All of them at 7:35. San Francisco for a big 4-game series. Thursday the 8th, 7:35. Friday the 9th at 7:35. Saturday the 10th at 3 o'clock start time, and then Sunday the 11th at 1:35. Order your tickets for these upcoming games against the West Coast clubs by calling 463-1000 or stop by the Veterans Stadium ticket office. Jim Eisenreich leads it off. Eisenreich hitting at .333. He has an 11-game hitting streak going for him. One strike to Eisenreich. Speaking of hitting streaks, John Olerud will be attempting to continue his hitting streak, which has reached 25 games for Toronto. There's a 12-gamer for Eisenreich as he serves a single to center.
Eisenreich says he likes to keep hitting simple, and this is pretty simple. Doesn't wiggle the bat, doesn't move anything. He sees the pitch and just kind of reacts to it. He leveled off nicely on that one.
It'll bring on Kim Baptiste. Baptiste batting at .318. Along our get well wishes to Vi Poliafico at Crozier Hospital from the Phillies. 0-1 to Kim Baptiste. Fooled on a breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes.
Never know what Baptiste is going to do. He can look so bad and then look so good. He stays in the strike zone and he looks good most of the time.
Laid off that low breaking ball.
And that's the pitch he chases a lot. So maybe he's, starting to think about it. He's probably noticing that pitchers are into that kind of a pattern against him.
Got him with a fastball, struck him out. First strikeout for Pete Smith. 1 down here in the second. That'll bring on Jeff Mano in his first at-bat in the Phillies uniform. Jeff from Bristol, Pennsylvania, went to Temple University, majored in criminal justice. Played 77 games in the majors for the Cleveland Indians in the American League. This is his first start in the National League. He's hitting .245 at Grand Wilkes-Barre with a lot of extra base hits, 18 doubles and 8 home runs.
Pat Corrales, the Braves coach, managed Manto in winter ball, and he had some nice things to say about Jeff in terms of his hitting.
Lays off the breaking ball, 1-0. Belated 45th anniversary wishes to Gordon and Mary Carney of Fairview, New Jersey.
Pat Corrales was fired as Phillies manager when he was in first place. Phillies went on, that was 1983, went on to get into the World Series. They had a very strong September, but Pat wasn't around to see it.
Well hit. Deep left field. Gant makes the catch against the fence. Hurrying back to first is Eisenreich. Oh, would that have been something if that ball carried about 12 feet further. Jeff Manto, oh, so close to a home run in his first at bat as a Phil. 2 down.
He got it off the end of the bat just a little. Well, that's a good swing. Could have gone a foot higher. He had a base hit, maybe even a couple inches. Gant made a good play up on the wall.
That'll bring on Danny Jackson. Danny hitting at .097. 1 strike to him. Bills lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Two strikes to Danny Jackson. Three strikes to him. Struck him out. Second, third strikeout for Pete Smith. Phillies are retired in the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left after 2 1-0 Phils. 8 catchers who have won the award. Johnny Bench, of course, and Benito Santiago are 2 of them. Can you name the third catcher who has won Rookie of the Year honors? Otis Nixon leads it off. He lined out to right field his first time up. Missed with the backdoor breaking ball, 1-0. Good friend Patricia Hubick of Wilmington, Delaware here tonight. 2 balls and no strikes. Pops a foul out of play down the first base side. Two and 1 to Otis Nixon. Wide with it. 3-1. Walked him, didn't want to do that to lead off an inning, especially with a speedy Nixon who has stolen 20 bases. He has been caught 6 times. Brings on Jeff Blauser. He doubled his first time up. Phillies lead it 1-0 here in the third. Big lead by Nixon, and Jackson goes over there. Showed him the new look, the step-off move, which he picked up from Terry Mulholland. He doesn't quite have the zip to first that Mulholland does, but it's a new look for Jackson, and it almost fooled Nixon. One ball and no strikes.
There you see he's been thrown out 6 times. When he gets a jump, nobody throws him out. A good jump.
On the inside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. Chase the high slider. 1-2.
Pretty good hitting right there against left-handers.
Time called by Blauser.
Jackson does something in his stretch move that can be very effective. Just stands there and holds the ball.
Yeah.
Base runners really get edgy seeing that. You know, Jackson doesn't fall into a pattern with his stretch move, and
pops a foul, headed toward the stands. Kruk, a long run, couldn't make the play. Good effort by Kruk. He's as good as there is at catching those foul pops, but that was a tough one, and he just couldn't make the play.
He caught up to it, but it changed directions here a little bit at the end, and he just couldn't bring it in.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Montreal's taking a 3-0 lead over the Mets in the second on Anthony Young. Line shot to right center, a gapper. Otis Nixon's going to score on it. Blauser will head for third base, and he's going to reach third. There was a momentary juggle by Eisenreich, and he missed the cutoff man, and this game is tied at 1-1.
Well, Blauser has a double and at least another double, maybe a triple. See what they give him. Out over the plate, up. Boy, he put a good swing at it. Little juggle here, and then a bad relay throw. Low to Morandini, got under him, and no chance at all to get the runner.
Give Bowser a run batted in, and the batter will be Terry Pendleton. No, we are tied at 1-1 here in the third. Pendleton flied to center his first time up. Phillies will keep the infield back. They're going to give Blauser a triple, his first of the year. Ground ball to third. Mano checks the runner and throws out Pendleton. One down, and that'll bring on Ron Gant. Well, we have 2 big fireworks for you coming up when the Phillies take on the San Diego Padres after the doubleheader Friday, July 2nd at 4:35. Then after the Saturday 7:05 game time. Fireworks shows by Jerome, always spectacular. Both nights compliments of Mellon PSFS. On strike to Gant. So be sure to order your tickets. They're going fast for those 2 fireworks nights. Just call 463-1000 and order them easily by phone. Gant walked his first time up. High pop into shallow right field. Eisenreich calls off Morandini, and the runner will hold. So Blauser still at third base. 2 big outs for Danny Jackson, and the batter will be Brian Hunter.
Infield was back on both of those outs, but Braves couldn't take advantage of it.
One ball and no strikes to Brian Hunter. Base hits center field. Blauser scores, and the Braves lead it 2-1. Hunter snaps an 0 for 16 with that hit. A big 2-out RBI for him, and the Atlanta Braves take a 2-1 lead. The batter will be Francisco Cabrera.
From a pitcher standpoint, it was a pretty good pitch. It was down. Hunter hit it right off the end of the bat.
Cabrera doubled his first time up. This is a ground ball to Mano at third. Mano to Morandini for the force at second, and that will retire the side. Atlanta takes the lead with 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-1 Braves. It's first time up. Braves lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. Got out in front of an off-speed pitch. 1 strike to Dykstra. Our trivia question tonight: the Dodgers' Mike Piazza, leading candidate for Rookie of the Year honors in the National League. There have been 3 catchers who have won the National League Rookie of the Year award: Johnny Bench and Benito Santiago. 2 of them. Can you name the other? Ooh. Almost hit him. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Drawing a blank, Harry. I cannot think of it.
Played for the Braves.
I'm sure he did.
Played in the early 70s. He won it in 1971. I remember him. That was my first year with the Phillies. I remember him the first year of this stadium hitting a ball into the upper deck for a home run. Might have hit a couple into the upper deck that year. He really, when he hit him, he could really smoke them.
Yeah, I know. Williams, was it?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, Williams.
Big Earl Williams.
Earl Williams.
Hit 33 home runs in 1971.
He never did much after that rookie year, though.
No, he really didn't.
Kind of disappeared.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Just missing the outside corner. It's a full count. 3-2 to Lenny Dykstra. Hits the ball pretty well to right center field, but Otis Nixon makes the catch in front of the warning track. 1 down. That'll bring up Mickey Morandini. He struck out his first time up. Business Person Special tomorrow afternoon at 12:35. We'll have Ben Rivera going against John Smoltz. Fastball right there for a strike. Looks like that's what Smith is doing. The way the Braves outfield plays Morandini, you almost have to pitch him hard away. See how far over they are to left field. If you give him anything off speed that he can pull, he'll run all night. But he stayed with the hard stuff. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You see Hunter way over there in right center. Whoa,
It's a lot of the line there.
Ooh. He's changed bats. He's gone from that thicker handle to the thin handle bat. That might even be one of my bats I gave him.
You brought him a couple of bats tonight. He skies in the air to shallow left center field. Otis Nixon over, makes the catch. Now that couldn't have been your bat.
No.
Your bat would have had a line drive in it.
Or a ground ball.
Brings on John Kruk. Hit into a fielder's choice and scored the Phillies run his first time up.
That wasn't one of my bats. That bat had marks all over it. The one that I gave him was brand spanking new.
One strike to Kruk.
He's picked up a lot of strikes with that slider.
Greg Maddux got the win in last night's game. 8 strong innings. Came about as close as anybody to shutting the Phillies out. The Phillies are the only team in the league who have not been shut out. Also got a couple of hits in the game. No balls and 2 strikes to Kruk. Kruk has his wrist heavily taped. Hurt his wrist last night diving for a line drive by Sid Bream. Also, last night had difficulty picking up the ball, even though he doubled and tripled, because he has a sty in each eye.
Hate to see him go through one of those MRIs. That thing would explode, wouldn't it? The lights would be flashing, sirens going off.
2 balls and 2 strikes. After getting ahead of him 0-2, it's now gone full to 3-2.
Smith, so far, when he gets in these situations, has gone to an off-speed pitch.
Went to a slider, a backdoor breaking ball. Kruk called out on strikes. 4th strikeout for Pete Smith. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Chris Wheeler will join Rich Ashburn in the 4th after 3 innings of play. The Braves lead the Phillies 2-1.
463-1000. Chris Wheeler with us here in the top of the 4th. As Damon Berryhill leads it off. Low. Berryhill grounded out his first time up. Berryhill, Lemke, and Smith due to face Danny Jackson. The Braves lead it 2-1. Missed the slider outside. Jackson got in trouble in the 3rd inning by walking Otis Nixon to lead off that inning, and the Braves parlayed that into 2 runs. Right at Batiste. Uh-oh. Safe. That'll be an error on Kim Batiste.
It's amazing. Batiste has been playing 3rd great. I mean, he hasn't been bobbling any balls. Now all of a sudden he goes back to shortstop, where he hasn't played real well, and has a routine ground ball hit right at him and bobbles it. Berryhill, the catcher, doesn't run all that well, so he still almost got him even with all that time.
Yeah, the ball bounced away from him a little bit, and he just didn't get over there to pick it up quickly enough. Well, that's close. This is Lemke who grounded out his first time up. Lemke's batting at .264. A pesky little hitter. Ball one to Lemke.
He's a pesky little hitter, and he might be as good as anybody in the league now on the double play. When you watch him make double plays, the ball hardly hits a glove, and he has it gone to first.
Should be easy for Dykstra. Lemke's out. One down.
And birthday wishes along tonight to Carl Smink in Shamokin, Pennsylvania, and best wishes to Leon Halber, one of the Phillies group leaders recuperating at the Bora Hospital. Hope he feels better real soon.
Pete Smith up there, probably to bunt. Grounded out his first time up. Big crowd here tonight. A perfect night for a ball game. The bunt. Dalton will have to go to first. Morandini covers. Sacrifice, and Berryhill's at second with 2 away for leadoff hitter Otis Nixon, who lined out, walked, and scored a run. Nixon hitting at .236. Better right-hand hitter than left-hand hitter this season by quite a bit. Out of play.
Well, left-handed, he's a natural right-handed hitter, is Otis Nixon. You see the difference when he's up there. He's much stronger right-handed. Left-handed, he slaps at the ball and just tries to put it in play and then runs. Right-handed, he's down on the end of the bat, and he tries to drive it somewhere from the right side. Braves want to trade Otis Nixon.
Berryhill with a huge lead. Just missed inside.
He may not get, club may not get many takers, though, because Nixon has an enormous contract. As you look at Berryhill down there at second, trying to get a jump to score with 2 outs.
Ball and a strike. Called strike. Jackson hasn't been able to get his slider inside tonight. It's been hanging it out over the plate a little bit, and it's hurt him.
Had a few early on where it looked like he might be okay with it, and you're right, and then he's been struggling last couple innings with that pitch.
Hung that one out over the plate, but it was fouled off. And he threw a couple of great sliders to Blauser, and then left one out on the outside part of the plate that Blauser doubled on. Jackson used to break a lot of bats with that pitch. Whoa. I don't know where that was. That was must have been off the inside corner.
It's a pitch he really needs, too, because Danny Jackson needs to pitch inside to be effective.
Struck him out on a high pitch. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, an error, 1 left on. Phillies batting in the home 4th. Braves lead 2-1. Dutch doubled his first time up. Dalton, Incaviglia, and Eisenreich to face Pete Smith.
Dalton hit that ball in the first inning. It looked like a home run. It had a lot of topspin on it. Came down in a hurry.
Dutch hitting .264. Good pitch by Smith. Ball and a strike on Dalton.
Smith's going to a lot more breaking balls. He's thrown several 3-2 breaking balls tonight to get people out. He got hurt in his fastball early on.
Missed with that slider.
He's trying to throw backdoor breaking balls to left-handed hitters, and he's been pretty successful so far with it.
He has. Not really a great slider, but he gets it over most of the time. Fouled away.
That's more like a slurve is what it is. It's not a hard breaking ball.
Ted Williams used to put so much topspin on the ball. That's the way Dalton's ball went. Off-speed pitch. Ron Gant right there. 1 down here in the 4th. Pete Incaviglia will bat. He lined out hard to right field his first time up. Batting practice mesh jersey. Sunday, July 11th, a 1:35 start against the Giants. It's a brand new, exciting item for all children, 14 and under. A red mesh jersey. Looks like the Phillies batting practice jerseys. This gift compliments of Modell's Sporting Goods. That's Sunday, July 11th. Giants and Phillies. Strike one on Incaviglia.
Playing Incaviglia to pull in the outfield a little bit the other way in the infield, a little bit towards right center in the outfield. You see the defense by Atlanta.
Just outside. 1-1 the count.
His first time up, he did hit a line drive to right center that was run down by Hunter.
Chased a high pitch, fouled it off. Phillies have usually hit Pete Smith pretty hard, but not tonight. A run on 2 hits for the Phils, 2 runs on 4 hits for Atlanta. Got him on a slider down and away. 5th strikeout for Smith. The guy that usually doesn't strike out that many batters.
See Danny Jackson and Darren Dalton talking over on the bench.
Hutch has a new beauty mark right under his right eye from that injury he had. Broke open the skin. Eisenreich singled his first time up. Ball 1 to Jim Eisenreich.
It's like a teardrop coming off his eye.
Base hit. Ought to be extra bases for Eisenreich. Better hurry. Safe. A double for Eisenreich. A 2-out double. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game.
Eisenreich really got full on the pitch and just hit it off the end of the bat. Pendleton playing way off. He ran a little sinker down and away from him. Right off the end of the bat, a little cue shot. Gant makes a good play on this. He got a pretty true bounce that came off. Fan didn't touch it. And as Whitey said, Eisenreich had to hustle in there. He missed the bag with his foot there. He came off it and had to grab it then with his hand coming by.
Kim Baptiste, the batter, struck out his first time up. Eisenreich represents the tying run. Off the end of the bat. That's going to drop, I believe. It did. Base hit. We're tied 2-2 on a little bloop single by Kim Baptiste.
You know, it wasn't that Gant broke wrong on that. He's just playing him too deep. And Baptiste got a first ball breaking ball that he hits off the end of the bat, and Gant can't get there in time because he was so deep to start out. Here you see it. See, he pulls off the breaking ball, hits it off the end of the bat. Gant does everything he can, and it hits off his glove and kicks away.
He almost caught that ball.
Yeah, he had a long run for it, that's for sure.
Jeff Mano, the batter, kind of thrilled everybody in his first at-bat when he took Ron Gant high off the left field wall. It's only Mano's second at-bat in a Phillies uniform.
Hit a fastball his first time up, and you would think as hard as he hit that ball that he would see some breaking balls, and they start him with one.
Only thing is, it was a ball. Called strike. That ball's ripped but foul. He got that slider over the plate. Almost cost Pete Smith. 2 strikes on Mano. He hangs in there pretty good, doesn't he?
Well, he has so far.
We saw him in spring training, of course, and
he didn't get a chance to play very much down there. He played in some B games. In the A games, he really struggled in the A games, and he'll be the first to tell you he was fighting himself down there because he wanted to make this club so much, coming from this area. And he was pulling off pitches, and he just didn't do a whole lot. He certainly didn't do enough for them to keep him.
2 strikes on Mano. Baptiste at first, 2 outs.
He's really excited about playing tonight in this ballpark. And think of how many games he came here and watched as a kid.
I think he has a few passes.
Oh, yeah, he left a few.
Low and in.
That looked like he's just going to play with him with a fastball there.
Well, he's leaning over the plate. Mano's his whole body is over the plate, so he's going to see some hard stuff inside.
That's what he did at AAA this year. He played most of his games at first. I think Smith and Berryhill are convinced that they have to throw him breaking pitches, and the fastball might have been just to get him off a little bit.
Open stance, spread out, hangs right over the plate. Fouled out of play. That was a slider. You know, he was quite a basketball player, Mano.
Bristol stop.
Well, very well known out in that Bristol area. Right at the, whoa, he boots it. Jeff Blauser. That'd be an error on Blauser. Like a routine play.
Sure was a routine play, and it just ate up Blauser. Blauser's been playing well for the Braves this year. In fact, he could be also a shortstop. And the ball hit the pocket of the glove and just kicked out for an error. They came back inside that time with a fastball to Manto. Now, it may not seem like a big deal because you have Jackson up now, but what it does is get a chance to, if Danny Jackson doesn't do anything here, get him out of the way, turn the lineup over, and lead off with Dykstra next inning. You love to lead off with Lenny.
Jackson's hitting .094. He has 3 hits. He swings very good, but he doesn't hit it very often.
Well, he has, 17 strikeouts now and 32 at bats. A complete game he had up in New York. He punched out 4 times that night.
Laid off that high slider.
Then he had a 4-hit game once, though, when he was with the Cubs. I guess they weren't spending too many to him that night.
When he hits a ball hard, it has some sting to it. Chase the high one.
Oh, he's pulling off, and his feet are moving all over the place. What Danny needs is a ball middle in, and Pete Smith certainly doesn't want to do that for him.
I think he needs a wider bat, about a foot wider.
Yeah.
Nubber. And that'll retire the side. The Phillies do get a run on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on. Brand new ball game at the end of 4. We're tied 2-2.
Single to left by Kim Baptiste, and there we are, 2-2 heading to the 5th.
David Schwartz just proposed marriage to Christine Stanzik here at the ballpark. Looked like she accepted. Often wondered what would happen if one of those ladies would say no, hit the road.
Just toss that ring right back to the guy, huh?
It hasn't happened out here, and
especially with that camera on him. Oh, that would be embarrassing. Hey, we'd like to thank Ron Costello from the business school up at Penn State for bringing down some ice cream from the creamery up there. You're going to get some after the game. Brought a little Peachy Paterno down too.
Peachy Paterno.
Yeah. Ricky Jordan and Wes Chamberlain on the bench. Chamberlain on the DL.
Here's a guy that's hurt the Phillies tonight. Jeff Blauser, 2 for 2, 2 doubles, run batted in, run scored. Takes a strike. A double and a triple, that is.
And his triple last time was really kind of mishandled out there by the Phillies. Eisenreich made a low throw to Morandini. You couldn't handle it, but Blauser just kept on going, so he got a triple. That's where they have to pitch it. You have to crowd Blauser. And where Jackson's made 2 mistakes tonight is he's left balls out over the plate to him, and he's a true extension type hitter, is Jeff Blauser. He wants to get his arms out, and when he does, he could really hurt a guy.
Ball and a strike on Blauser. 2-1. Blauser, Pendleton, and Gant. First 3 batters to face Danny Jackson here in the 5th. We're tied 2-2. Slider high. 3-1.
Blauser just looks really comfortable off Danny Jackson. I mean, there's certain hitters against certain pitchers, they just feel like they can handle them. And Blauser has that look about him with Jackson.
Walked him. Didn't want to do that either. 3rd walk given up by Jackson. First one didn't hurt him. The second one did to Otis Nixon. Here's Pendleton, who is flied out and grounded out. Hitting .254, which not a whole lot for Pendleton, but it's quite a bit higher than it was a month ago. Runner going, and the pitch is fouled off.
Bray's playing a little hit and run with Pendleton. He was trying to hit a ball through the hole on the right side.
You tell me, watching Jimmy Williams go through all those signs, he does them so quickly.
And they must really be easy. They're signs, you know.
Most of those can't mean anything.
Right.
I wasn't too bad at reading signs, but I'd have had trouble picking that one off. Foul ball.
It'd be tough to pick his signs up to steal them, even if you could figure out the indicator. It goes so fast.
Something in there is very simple.
Right. I mean, when you do that much stuff, that's what I'm saying.
Or ball players
very
get them.
Exactly.
And I include myself in there.
He must do a lot of takeoffs, too.
2 strikes on Terry Pendleton. Slicing foul. Simplest signs I ever saw were given by Eddie Sawyer, former Phillies manager, back there, and they were so simple everybody got them, including the other team. And the other team, if we ever missed a sign, they'd get mad because we missed the sign.
You guys didn't need a lot of signs, is that it? Or was he afraid you'd miss them?
Eddie wasn't big on a whole lot of strategy. Fouled away again. I can remember playing in Ebbets Field, and that's when the manager stood on the 3rd base coaching line. The hit and run was on. I was the hitter, and Hamner was the runner at first. And Eddie evidently flashed the hit and run. Campanella pitched out. Well, I missed the sign, and so did Hamner. Campanella got mad. Because can't you guys, don't you guys even know your own signs?
That's pretty bad, huh? Pendleton looks like he thinks they're going to come inside to him, and all he's trying to do right now is protect away. That's why he keeps fouling those balls off to the right side. He's really locked into something inside.
Now get the force. That was a tough play for Batiste. He had to get it in between hop and field it cleanly, which he did.
Blauser spiked Morandini a little bit. You see how Pendleton, he knew they were going to come back inside sooner or later, but Danny Jackson made a good enough pitch that he got it way in on him, and Pendleton didn't hit it hard. Tough short hop. Now watch this slide by Blauser. Flips himself and nails Morandini.
So Pendleton's on first, one down for Ron Gant, who has walked and flied out to right. 0 for 1, hitting .276. This guy is a dangerous hitter. He is so strong. Low, ball 1.
Oh, he's a high ball hitter. He's a high fastball hitter. First ball, fastball. That's why they're throwing him breaking balls on the first pitch. Loves to turn on it and pull it. And the Phillies play him to pull. They have Manto way over near the line at third. Looks like the late inning defense.
Popped him up. Playable. Dalton has a beat on it. 2 outs. That ball was up a little bit too.
Takes a strong man to hit a ball that high. We're told these are 20 signs in 14 seconds. $14 seconds, huh? We said they got to be simple.
Brian Hunter, the batter, singled his last time up to drive in a run. He's also grounded out. Ball 1 to Hunter.
Danny made a good pitch to him last time, and Hunter just fought it off and blooped it into center field for a big 2-out hit for Atlanta after he had gotten 2 outs with a runner at third.
He's only hitting 143, but he's dangerous, especially against left-hand pitchers.
Well, you got to stay away from Brian Hunter. That's what he's doing. If you come inside to him, you better come way in, because he's another pull hitter. Braves have a lot of pull hitters on their club.
2-0 on Hunter. Oh, that ballpark they have down there better be a pull hitter.
Well, you think long ball in Atlanta Stadium.
The ball's hit well. Dykstra back, got it. Ooh, boy. Nice running catch by Lenny Dykstra. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left. Phillies batting in the 5th. We're tied 2-2. Scoreboard is exactly identical. 2, 4, and 1 for each ball club. Dykstra has walked, flied out to deep center. Ball 1 to Lenny. Lenny hitting at .283. He's about due to go on another tear. And that slider. A ball and a strike on Dykstra. A little bit high. One thing Dykstra has shown a lot of improvement in is looking the ball over. Good pitch there by Smith.
What he's doing is playing his game, which he wasn't early in the year, and that's running a lot of deep counts and hitting the ball the other way. Early in the season, Lenny hit a lot of ground balls to second on that kind of a pitch right there. Instead of taking it, saying, all right, that's a pitcher's pitch, or hitting it the other way, he would top it and pull it and hit it to second base. And that's not Lenny Dykstra's game. That's the key to Lenny's hitting, and I've seen him enough now, is he waits on the ball very, very well. And waiting on the ball is all confidence.
When you see a good hitter, he's a hitter who waits on the ball. I don't care who it is. I don't care how he hits.
And confidence makes you wait on the ball. You know, if you're not swinging the bat well, or you're jumpy up there, you jump the pitches.
Full count to Lenny.
Third time tonight in 3 at-bats he's run a 3-ball count, and that's what he's been doing.
Morandini waits on deck. Three-2 slider, and Gant's right there and left.
Pete Smith is living on that 3-2 breaking ball tonight. He's gotten Lenny a couple times. He got Kruk. I think he got Dalton once. You know, this is really an effective pitch that he's been able to throw. Hitters are thinking fastball in this situation, and he's not only getting the ball over, but he's getting them out.
And Morandini struck out, flied out to center. Deep short. Blauser bounces it. Safe. Whoa, nice hustle by Morandini.
Yeah, but Blauser misplayed that ball. He has to backhand that. You know, you can't catch that ball that way flat-footed and then get anything on. See, right here, he's got to get in position and backhand it. He doesn't. He backs up on it. Now he's flat-footed, and he throws. He has to bounce it, and Morandini can beat the play out. That's how you teach a shortstop on those kind of balls, why you teach them to backhand it, because they get in throwing position quicker.
Morandini, a one-out base runner.
See how he's on his heels? And now he has to bounce it. That takes a lot off the throw. Morandini beats the play. Not a good play by Blauser.
Good call by the first base umpire, Kellogg. Kruk is 0 for 2 officially, hitting at .361. Fouled back, strike one on Kruk. Some hitter tonight, I don't know who it's going to be, but somebody's going to nail that little slider because it's not that great of a slider. It doesn't break that far. It doesn't break that quickly, but he's throwing it in good spots. Right. You have to give him credit for that.
And he's used the element of surprise pretty well with it.
Morandini back in time. That's shown a decent move to first. At least decent enough to keep runners close. Strike one on Kruk. Look out. Morandini back again. We're tied 2-2, bottom of the 5th. Our business person special here tomorrow against the Braves. Ball and a strike to Kruk. Well, they play Kruk to the opposite field. Hunter way over there in right center. Otis Nixon in left center. Oh, he has a big gap. Missed that slider. He has a big hole towards right field in the line. He has a tremendous hole between almost straightaway center.
This is a situation now for Kruk where, you know, you think he could think fastball in a location and look for it. And if he throws another breaking ball and he gets it over, hey, give that to the pitcher.
A 2-1 pitch. Nope. Safe at first. You would think he could think fastball, but the way Smith is pitching tonight.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. And if you don't get it, you take it then.
Fastball out away from Kruk.
Yeah, and he chased it, and that was the point I was making. And Kruk knows what he just did. You see how upset he is. He knows he wanted the fastball. He got it, but it was not in a good location for him to swing it.
It was a ball, really.
It's a running fastball away from it, and it's a tough pitch to handle.
Seen him hit that pitch in the left field seats once in a while, though. Count is even at 2-2. There goes Morandini. Good play, Pendleton. The whole left side, shortstop side, was vacated. Blauser went to cover, and Kruk just poked at that ball. It must have been hit and run, because
Pendleton makes a heck of a play on that, and Blauser breaks for third. Morandini was thinking about going to third when the third baseman was out of position, and Blauser picked him up. Yeah, he had a really defensive swing at that.
Bobby Cox coming out. Now I guess they're going to talk about Dalton, whether he wants to pitch to Dalton or Pete Incaviglia. If I were guessing, I would say that he'd rather pitch to Incaviglia. Dalton is 1 for 2 with a double. Bobby Cox is not only has done a great job as manager for the Braves, he did a great job as general manager. The Braves organization has all kinds of position players that could step in right now and play Major League Baseball. They're going to walk Dalton.
Yeah, they're loaded with a lot of prospects. Well, Bobby Cox does the right thing here, too. You know, if you don't want to pitch to him, then walk him. Don't put it on your pitcher to go out there nibbling, and then maybe Dalton would hurt him. So they'd rather go after Incaviglia, as you see him there on deck. So they walk Dalton.
Intentional walk, second walk allowed by Pete Smith. Braves say they have a catcher and a first baseman that could come up today and play.
They have another kid named Chipper Jones, who was a #1 pick, who's a shortstop. They have, what, 4 or 5 prospects at AAA right now, so they're advanced. They've done a great job in their organization in both the moves they made and also in the way they've drafted players.
Pete Incaviglia with 2 on and 2 outs. We're tied 2-2, bottom of the 5th. Pete has lined out and struck out.
One of the reasons why the Phillies hired Mike Arbuckle as their scouting director, because he was with Atlanta and did a lot of their drafting preparation.
Low and outside, ball 1. The Pirates first baseman Albert Martin was in the Braves organization, and he couldn't make the Braves AAA ball club because they have a better one there. Ball 1 to Incaviglia. Pete Incaviglia could do some damage here. Missed that slider.
That was the one to hit, too. That one he had a little bit middle into it.
It was down a little bit, though.
Yeah, he just pulls off it, though. Well, see, his body's already open. He's already fired that hip out trying to pull it. And by opening up that fast, he swings through it. Swings over it.
Ball and a strike on Incaviglia.
It's like
2-1 the
golf
count.
swing when we slice. Get a little open too fast.
Morandini's at second. Dalton at first, 2 outs. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 5th. There it is.
Yep.
Out of here. 3-run homer, Incaviglia. Got the slider up. Bobby Cox. Really wasn't Cox's fault. Pete Smith hung one up there, and Phillies lead it 5-2. Whoa.
That's what we've been talking about, is a hanger middle in. And the one he just missed before that, he didn't miss this time. And you'll see why on the replay he doesn't miss it.
That's Incaviglia's 12th homer. He now has 47 RBIs.
Now watch here. Now what? See a middle in. Boom. And he gets it. He's looking for something there, and he got it, and he hits it out of the ballpark. And he knows it. Boy, what a job that guy's done.
5-2 Phillies lead. Here's Eisenreich. Eisenreich is 2 for 2.
That's an example of what you're talking about, Whitey. You've gone to the well too many times, but Incaviglia had to be looking for breaking ball.
Eisenreich a single and a double. 2-0 to count to Eisenreich. Jim's hitting at .344. Big 3-run homer by Pete Incaviglia. And 3 for 3 for Eisenreich. Blistered that line drive. I have to say, in this ball game, those off-season moves look pretty good.
Bullpen's getting up for Atlanta. They just got left-hander Kent Merker up. There's Bobby Cox, who walks Darren Dalton to get to Incaviglia, which was correct. And then his player doesn't make him look very good because Pete Incaviglia hits that hanging breaking ball out of the ballpark. The Phillies are happy about what happened.
Players can make the manager look awfully smart or awfully dumb.
Right. All he can do is punch a button.
Kim Baptiste 1 for 2 with a single and a run batted in. Baptiste is hitting at .326. Kent Merker looks like he's getting ready to loosen up in the Braves bullpen. Eisenreich with a short lead. Jim has stolen 3 bases. He hasn't been thrown out. The big cut on a high fastball. Strike 1 on Baptiste. And Jay Howell hit with a ball in the bullpen. Has a bruise up there on his left cheekbone. Popped him up. Playable, I believe. Yes, it is. Cabrera comes up with it, and that'll retire the side. But the Phillies with 3 runs, a big 3-run homer by Incaviglia, 3 hits, 1 man left. After 5 full innings, Phillies lead the Braves 5-2. He's talking to it.
Oh, yeah, all the way down he was talking. Outs for Pete Smith and Danny Jackson with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts, or excuse me, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts.
Francisco Cabrera leads off, takes a strike.
It's Jay Howell heading for the trainer's room. Pretty dangerous out in that bullpen. Look at his cheek.
A strike on Cabrera. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Woo! Smoked that foul ball.
Big play in that inning for the Phillies. 2 things happened with Blauser. One, the error he made the inning before allowed the Phillies to turn the lineup over, which was important. And then he backed up and didn't backhand that ball. Hit by Morandini. Morandini gets a base hit he shouldn't have had. Phillies get a big inning.
Whoa! That ball is fair or foul. Fair ball, home run. Cabrera hit that ball like a cannon shot. It's a 5-3 Phillies lead. Whoa.
Upper deck, that's all.
That ball was hit so hard it couldn't hook foul.
Tell you what, you see a ball get in the upper deck faster than that. It'll wait a long time.
Phillies now lead it 5-3. Jackson got his pitch inside to Cabrera, and he really...
Yeah, but he doesn't get it in. He tried to get it in, is what he's trying to do there, and he left it out over the plate and downed it in, really, and that's a pitch a guy can really hit.
Here's Berryhill, grounded out, reached base on an error. Officially 0 for 2. Ball 2 to Berryhill. This announced the Cabrera's home run, 38th in Veterans Stadium history to reach the upper deck.
Yeah, in left field. There he's imitating his swing right there, down and in. They go a long way.
2-0 to Berryhill. He swung at ball 3, did Berryhill. 2-1 the count. He wanted to park one out there, too.
Incaviglia hit the foul screen up there with his grand slam earlier this year, and I don't know whether they credit him with an upper deck homer or not.
Right at Baptiste. Berryhill is out, 1 down. Mark Lemke, the batter, has grounded out, flied out to center. 0 for 2, hitting at .262. Fireworks here Friday night, July 2nd. Well, it's a 4:35 doubleheader with the Padres, but afterwards there'll be fireworks. 2 spectacular fireworks shows by Jerome. Gigantic aerial displays. Put the music following the games. There's a pop-up. Looks like Kruk will make the play. He does. That's 2 outs. 2 fireworks shows July 2nd after the doubleheader, and Saturday night, July 3rd, also a big fireworks show. Those nights' compliments of Mellon PSFS. Order your tickets at the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS, Broad and Chestnut Streets, or call 463-1000 and order by phone.
Bill Pacoda is going to come out.
Bill Pacoda will pinch hit for Pete Smith. Ball 1 to Pacoda.
There have only been 6 balls hit in the right field upper deck, 2 of them by Von Hayes. Hayes hit the last one in September of '89.
Pacoda hitting .286. Grounds 1 to Kruk. Good play. Kruk runs to the bag. Pacoda's out. That'll retire the side. 1 run on the Cabrera monster shot. 1 hit, nobody left. Phillies batting in the 6th. Lead the Braves 5-3. Done a pretty good job for Atlanta. He's 2-0 out of the bullpen. 24th ball game, 3.79 ERA.
Merker was one of those group of young players that came out of their farm system. Merker, Stanton, Glavine, all these young pitchers that they started to produce at one time. They traded for Smoltz, and they, of course, traded for Pete Smith. But the Braves have had 2 runs out of their farm system, the one where a lot of these players are here now, and the one Whitey was talking about earlier that they have waiting for them at Richmond.
Merker averages a strikeout an inning facing Jeff Mano. Fly ball, right field, hit pretty well, but Hunter is under it and makes the catch. Mano's out on 1 pitch. The batter will be Danny Jackson, who has struck out and grounded out. Merker had rave reviews when he was in the minor leagues pitching at Richmond. He was going to be, you know, the next great Braves left-hander.
And he might have been. He was the one who was going to be better than all the other guys. So that group
Stanton. He was going to be better than Stanton and all of them.
And Glavine.
Ball 1 to Jackson. He does throw hard.
They have a guy down their bullpen that they keep waiting for. They think is going to be a great closer, Mark Wohlers, who's been up and down, started the season at Richmond again. He's back with them. Talk about a guy who throws hard.
Ball and 2 strikes on Jackson. Wohlers gets it up in the middle 90s. But he's had problems at the major league level. And Jackson strikes out. First strikeout for Merker. 2 down. The batter will be the leadoff hitter, Lenny Dykstra. Phillies lead the game 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Dykstra is walked, flied out twice to the outfield. He's 0 for 2. And he's hitting at .282. Strike on Dykstra.
Braves bullpen has not allowed an earned run since June 8th, encompassing 19.1 innings coming into this outing by Merker.
It's pretty good. Excellent. Can't do much better. Missed with a curveball.
There's Steve Bedrosian sitting out there in the middle. That's Wohlers. Young man standing there without the cap. Nice to see Bedrock back.
A little bit high. Ball 2 and a strike to Dykstra. 2 outs, nobody on.
They're minus a guy while Howell's in getting repairs.
3-1. This Braves team is a very professional ball club.
Oh, they're good.
They have great management, coaches.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of showboating on their club either. They just go out and beat you. Although the Giants have taken a big lead on them.
Dykstra gets another walk, a 2-out walk for Mickey Morandini, who's 1 for 3 with a single. That infield single and it started things for the Phillies in the 5th inning. In front of, scored ahead of Incaviglia's home run. Dykstra back in plenty of time. Lenny has stolen a base tonight. He now has 20. Outside. Morandini can pull a left-hand pitcher if he gets the ball in there.
Dykstra is not reading Merker real well. As you can see, he fooled him there and he went back. Florida, by the way, leading the Cardinals 6-3, 6th inning at Florida.
There's a good pitch outside corner.
Well, they don't think Morandini's going to pull the ball.
No, they don't.
As they are way over in the outfield, and also the infielders are doing the same thing. Hey, look at the outfield defense. They figure he's not going to pull a left-hander who throws as hard as Merker.
Keeping Dykstra close. Pitch was in, but it was up. Morandini chased it. 1-2 the count to Morandini.
Merker staying away from throwing and breaking balls because he knows if he misses with a breaking ball in the middle of the plate into Morandini, that's the kind of pitch he might pull. And they don't have the defense set up for that.
There goes Lenny. He's safe. Great jump by Dykstra on the left-hander. Merker. Second stolen base of the night, is 21st on the year.
This time he reads him perfectly. As Whitey said, he had a great jump, straight steal all the way, head down. Good throw by Berryhill. Here's an example of an infielder taking the throw in front of the bag, and then he has to go back.
He didn't even peek at home plate. He was straight steal all the way.
Yep.
2-2 the count on Morandini. Fouled it off.
Two of them tonight. Pretty good percentage, 21 out of 25 for him.
And he'll tell you he was safe on a couple of those.
So he is fun to talk the game with. He's so competitive. Talk about a guy who thinks all the time when he plays.
Just slapped at it. It was by Morandini, but he spoiled it, as they used to say, in American Legion ball.
That's why they have Otis Nixon playing where he is and Gant playing where he is. And they are really over. Look at that. That is a severe overshift.
If he'd hit a single through the middle, he'd run forever.
But if he pulled a ball in the corner.
Whoa! He nailed it. Oh, Hunter playing over there. That's unbelievable.
That's exactly where he was positioned.
That's what you call positioning him right. Morandini really scalded that ball, but he's out of there. No runs, no hits, one left on. Harry Kellis back with play-by-play in the 7th. After 6 full, Phillies lead 5-3.
A little bit low, 1-1. Backdoor breaking ball, a dandy, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out with a high fastball.
Here's the last out of the inning, and we're talking about the positioning of the outfield on Morandini, how they were way over. And look where Hunter is in right center field. So now when Morandini hits this ball, Hunter goes back on it, turns around, and still manages to catch up with it. Unbelievable as hard as he hit that in their positioning, and it was absolutely perfect, Harry.
Well, it was perfect, but I don't know of any other right fielder that plays him that deep. They might play him over toward the alley in right center field. A lot of them do, but that deep for Mickey? That's a ball that 9 out of 10 times Morandini's going to have a triple on. Caught by Incaviglia for out number 2.
Yeah, and plus he turned the wrong way and still caught it. Well, Hunter is really a first baseman playing the outfield. So when you get a guy out of position like that a lot of times and you put him in the outfield, they play everybody deep because they're comfortable that way.
Probably true. One ball and no strikes to Pendleton. He is nothing out of 3. Phils lead it 5-3. High fly ball center. Easy play for Lenny Dykstra. He squeezes it. That'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Jackson. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Stretch time with the vet. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Phils on top, 5-3. By a stride, 1 down.
Well, the summary on the ball game tonight shows Danny Jackson was 7 strong innings and ahead in the ball game. Pete Incaviglia did it for him, hitting that 3-run homer. Look at his RBIs and how many games he's played in. And Jeff Blauser just wears out Danny Jackson's doing it again tonight.
Here's Darren Dalton, who has doubled fly to left and been intentionally walked. An intentional walk preceding the 3-run home run by Pete Incaviglia.
And pretty hard to argue with that strategy by Bobby Cox. His pitcher just made a bad pitch to Incaviglia after that. What the heck? Who do you want to beat you in that situation against a right-handed pitcher?
And Bobby Cox gave Pete Smith that choice. He went out to the mound. You know, Cox said, let Pete Smith make the decision.
It's better to do it that way than to second guess somebody and have them make a bad pitch when you're pitching around him. There's Bedrosian starting to loosen up.
Barak. Foul back and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dalton. Chased a high fastball, struck him out. Pete Incaviglia, the last time he stepped to the plate, here's what happened. And here he is again, taking a high fastball. 1 ball and no strikes.
I think he was a little excited. He talked all the way around the bases.
2 balls and no strikes to Incaviglia.
He's one of the more competitive individuals I've ever been around.
49 hits, 47 runs batted in.
What a ratio.
3-0. Think he'll have a light here?
Sure. Off a left-hander?
Yeah. With
Eisenreich on deck and ahead in the game?
I think that's probably what Barry Hill is telling Merker here, too.
There's Jay Howell back in the bullpen. He got hit by a throw out there and had to go into the clubhouse for some treatment, and now he's back out in the bullpen. Look at that at the side of his face.
Three balls and no strikes to Pete Incaviglia. He did have a green light. He went after a high fastball, 3-1. Full count.
Merker throws hard. They can bring some guys out of their bullpen. Merker, Stanton, Wohlers with great fastballs.
And they have that McMichael who has a forkball.
Yep.
Chased the high fastball, struck him out. Third strikeout for Merker since he's been in there. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the 8th. Phil's lead 5-3.
Phillies will start the inning with the bullpen up. West and Anderson.
Gant off the end of the bat into shallow right field. Morandini out, makes the grab. One out on one pitch here in the 8th inning. That'll bring on Brian Hunter. Hunter's grounded out, singled, and lined to deep center. His single halted a 0 for 16 for him as we look at West and Anderson.
Braves have Bream, Justice, and Sanders on the bench they can bring out from the left side. So Jim Fregosi wants to make sure he's protected both ways, and he is with West and Anderson.
Hard ground ball, just foul down the third base side.
Not as strong from the right side. They have Belliard and Olson.
So with those names, if you go to the bullpen, you bring in a left-hander.
Exactly. That's why it's good to be leading Atlanta at this point in the ball game, because their strength from the bench is from the left side. And you have Anderson ready for a right-handed hitter if it gets to a spot where you need to get one right-handed hitter out. Manager's delight, Harry, to get your starter to get you in the 8th inning.
Phillies starters have been going deep into games just about all year long, and that's been the difference. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just missed with a slider, 2-1. One out here in the 8th inning. Phil's lead at 5-3. Off the end of the bat, popped it up to shallow right. Mickey Morandini out again. It's 2 right-handed hitters that he's going to get out away as they hit it off the end of their bat for 2 down, and that'll bring on Francisco Cabrera. Cabrera's doubled, hit into a fielder's choice, and hit an upper deck home run. Just the 38th upper deck home run in Veterans Stadium history. The first since last May when Matt Williams of the Giants took Kyle Abbott up there.
Yeah, they didn't count Incavillas this year because it hit the screen. There's Inky. Hit that grand slam off Chris Nabholz way up in the upper deck, but it never got there. The screen got in the way.
That's right. Hit the fair screen.
Jackson's decided to stay away from a lot of these hitters. He's gotten hurt inside tonight with some hanging breaking balls, so he's staying away from them, and they're all trying to, go with him, but his ball's got such good movement, they're hitting it in the air.
Too far away. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Not bad, and 2 out in the 8th inning, 100 pitches.
No. Bouncing ball to Kim Baptiste. Oh, a wide throw, but a great backhand tag by Kruk. Save Baptiste in air. Another athletic play by the Crucker. Look at this. Backhand swipe tag, and that'll retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-3 Phils. All right, Neil, thanks. And Mark Wohlers is the new pitcher. Wohlers, the 23-year-old right-hander. Big smoke baller, 6'4", 207 pounds. He started the year at Richmond, where he was 1 3/4 saves, a 1.84 ERA. He had in 29 innings 39 strikeouts and 1 walk at Richmond. 1 ball and no strikes to Eisenreich. This is his 6th game since joining the Braves. 1-0, no saves, 3-point ERA, 8 strikeouts in 6 innings. Eisenreich hits it sharply, but Lemke is there. And that's the first time Eisenreich has been retired tonight. He's 3 out of 4 now, and the batter will be Kim Baptiste.
And Mitch Williams is firing in the bullpen as if he's coming into the ball game. You know he wants to come in.
I would think Mitch will Wild Thing will probably come in the 9th.
There he is.
Probably be a couple changes. Probably put Joe Millette at shortstop. One strike to Kim Baptiste, who has struck out, singled, and fouled out. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the Braves will have Berryhill, Lemke, and the pitchers scheduled to bat. Switch hitter, and then pinch hitter.
Chase the low breaking ball, 1-2.
This guy has such great stuff. You just wonder when it's going to happen for him. You talk about closer stuff. He's holding a fork ball there. Goes fastball, hard breaking ball.
Oof. There's a fastball, struck him out. The annual Phillies family autograph and auction party scheduled for Monday, August 2nd here at Veterans Stadium at 6 o'clock. All proceeds to benefit the ALS Association. The fight against Lou Gehrig's disease, always good fun, good times, and for a great cause. Autograph booths with all the 93 Phils on hand, silent and live auction, fun and games. Tickets will go on sale beginning Thursday, so call 463-1000 Thursday. They go on sale June 24th. We hope to see you here on August 2nd at Veterans Stadium. Always a great night. 1-0 to Manto as Milt Thompson has moved into the on-deck circle. Manto has flied to deep left and safe on an air and flied to deep right. 1 ball and 1 strike.
There's Danny Jackson, who is finished for the night, and what a great job he did again. He has been, well, just very consistent all year.
8 strong innings. 2 balls and a strike. He'll leave with the lead. And Mitch Williams will come in and try to preserve it. Fouls it back and out of play. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Come on, get back on it.
Called out on strikes, and he knew it. 1-2-3 inning for Wohlers. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the 9th. Wild Thing time. Phils lead at 5-3. Tomorrow at 6:30, when Al searches for added support for Peggy, will he go bust? Find out on Married with Children, only on PHL 17. Kim Baptiste has moved from shortstop to third base. Joe Millette coming into play shortstop for the Phils here in the 9th inning. And the Wild Thing, Mitch Williams, the new Phillies pitcher. He's 1-2 with 21 saves, a 2.92 ERA. Music that Mitch is accompanied with when he comes on. Wild Thing music. 24 2/3 innings of work, 22 hits and 8 earned runs. He has struck out 25, walked 9. Damon Berryhill will be the first one to face Mitch Williams. Then it'll be Mark Lemke. And a pinch hitter for Wohlers. Berryhill lifetime 1 for 7 against Mitch Williams. Missed inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Right through there for a strike, 1-1.
Phillies have the luxury of a 2-run lead, so they don't have to guard the line, and the middle infielders with a catcher batting. Berryhill, who doesn't run well, can play way back. Both Morandini and Millette are behind the white line. And you see them.
Fly ball into left field. Pete Incaviglia is there. That's 1 down here in the 9th inning. That'll bring up Mark Lemke. Lemke's been a pesky out for Mitch Williams. Lifetime, he's 4 for 7 against Mitch. Greg Olson has moved into the on-deck circle. The bat for the pitcher, Wohlers. Phil's leading here 5-3, 9th inning. One ball and no strikes to Lemke. That one over, 1-1. On the outside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball, backhanded Baptiste, still at the rifle. Kruk couldn't hold the bag. Made a strong throw, but Kruk could not hold the bag. Safe at first base is Lemke.
Yeah, Kruk did everything he could do. He shifted just the way you're supposed to on that play and tried to stay on the bag. Baptiste, this is a pretty good play to his right, but he has time to get Lemke with a strong throw. Pulls Kruk off. Watch him shift. Tries to keep his foot on the bag and said he didn't. Oh, he is on the bag. Doggone it. When you watch that replay, it sure looked like he had his toe on the bag.
Well, let's see that again.
Watch it again. Look at this.
Well, yeah.
Hey, he's
sure
on
does.
it. He's out.
Sure
Definitely
does.
out.
I think rookie umpire Jeff Kellogg might have missed that one.
Yeah, his foot's on the bag. Toes right on it.
Yeah. It will be a hit. And here's Greg Olson as a pinch hitter. Ground ball short, should be 2, and this game's over. The Phillies have won it by a score of 5-3. 22nd save for the Wild Thing. Tied for second in the lead in that department, and the Inkman, Pete Incaviglia's 3-run home run. Winning the ball game for the Phils as the Phils take the Braves by a score of 5-3. Danny Jackson will get the win. Jim Eisenreich 3 hits. Big contribution by the new additions. Incaviglia the 3-run home run, boosting his season RBI total to 47. 5-3 final Phillies. Back with the totals in a wrap in a moment.